What if I told you that Xii A-12 Musk, the son of Elon Musk and Grimes, isn't just growing up surrounded by luxury, but inside the blueprint of the future itself? From robotic tutors to mini Cybertrucks, every moment of his childhood is engineered by technology worth millions. Stay until the end, because we'll reveal the one futuristic project Elon built exclusively for his son that even Tesla investors haven't seen. The youngest heir to a digital dynasty. He was born in 2020, but Xii A-12 Musk has already lived a childhood unlike any other human being on Earth. While most children grow up surrounded by toys and bedtime stories, X grows up surrounded by rockets, neural chips, and billion-dollar machines. His playground is a SpaceX launch facility, and his first lessons in physics happen in Tesla's design studios, where prototypes worth over $500 million are tested before the world ever sees them. He doesn't just play near innovation, he is raised inside it. At Elon Musk's private compound near Boca Chica, Texas, X's world feels less like a home and more like a living laboratory. His nursery is lined with AI-enabled learning bots, each one programmed to respond to his curiosity in real time. Built by SpaceX engineers, these robots cost an estimated $250,000 each and can recognize his speech patterns, adapt to his emotions, and even adjust the difficulty of his educational games. One of them, named Astra, functions as both nanny and tutor, guiding him through puzzles in multiple languages while collecting data on his cognitive growth for analysis by Musk's private research team. For recreation, X rides in a mini Cybertruck, not a toy, but a scaled prototype built with the same aluminium exoskeleton and autopilot sensors as Tesla's production models. The vehicle, valued at around $90,000, includes a biometric recognition system that locks or unlocks depending on his heartbeat and voice. His wardrobe, custom designed by Grimes' collaborators at Balenciaga, uses smart fabric fibers that regulate temperature automatically, a concept later adapted for Tesla's luxury interiors. Every object in X's life serves a dual purpose: entertainment and education. His playroom is powered by solar panels linked to Tesla's Powerwall, teaching him the basics of energy conservation before he can spell the word electricity. When he visits SpaceX's Starbase, technicians show him how rocket fuel is mixed and stored. Simplified for a child, but still real. The boundaries between childhood wonder and engineering precision are already blurred. Observers close to the family describe X as unusually composed, comfortable around machines but shy with strangers. Perhaps it's because his world is built on both control and curiosity. Elon Musk isn't just raising an heir, he's shaping the prototype for a generation that may one day rule alongside artificial intelligence. The custom-made education of a future innovator. Inside the Musk family, education isn't just about reading books, it's about rewriting how the human mind learns. For Xii A-12 Musk, school doesn't mean classrooms or chalkboards. His learning takes place inside a futuristic program evolved from Ad Astra, the secretive experimental school Elon Musk founded for his older children. The curriculum costs over $200,000 per year, but no amount of tuition elsewhere could replicate what this child experiences daily. Instead of textbooks, X studies through immersive simulation pods built by SpaceX engineers. Each pod projects 3D models of rockets, AI systems, and physics experiments in real time, allowing him to manipulate virtual objects with his hands. His teachers aren't traditional educators, they're Tesla software designers, Neuralink scientists, and aerospace engineers, flown in on rotation to turn every concept into a tangible challenge. For language practice, he programs drones to respond to voice commands in English, Mandarin, and German, turning vocabulary drills into engineering exercises. Every lesson is built around the principle of real-world immersion. When most children learn geometry through shapes on paper, X learns it through Tesla's robotic arm prototypes, calculating angles for precision welding. His early coding modules aren't games, they're simplified neural networks, trained on miniature Tesla autopilot systems that mimic real driving data. Even art lessons are rooted in innovation. He uses AI generative programs to visualize sound frequencies and design patterns for future Tesla interiors. The school day itself is fluid. Some mornings begin with meditation alongside a child-sized humanoid robot that tracks his breathing through biometric sensors. Afternoons may take him to a SpaceX testing bay, where he watches engineers 3D print parts made of lightweight composite alloys, an experiment he recently joined by helping test structural tension on a prototype nozzle. That single project, according to insiders, cost over $1.3 million in materials and equipment, but for Elon Musk, it's not about cost, it's about curiosity. Everything around X is designed to make learning feel limitless, not linear. His father's belief is simple: don't teach a child to memorize, teach him to build. And watching a 5-year-old move confidently between AI consoles and rocket parts makes one wonder, could this be the first child truly educated for Mars? What do you think? Is this the future of learning or the future of humanity itself? Xii Musk, the artistic counterpart. While her brother Xii A-12 is being raised among rockets and robotics, Xii Musk, known simply as Xii, grows up surrounded by light, sound and imagination. Her world exists at the intersection of art and artificial intelligence, a space where technology doesn't replace creativity, it amplifies it. Instead of labs and launch pads, Xii's playground is a $3 million AI art studio designed by her mother Grimes to be part sanctuary and part supercomputer. The studio itself feels alive. Walls shift color according to mood sensors, and holographic canvases float in mid-air, projecting layers of brushstrokes that move and breathe. Every piece of equipment, from her AI synthesizer worth $120,000 to her quantum processor tablet, is programmed to interpret her gestures and translate them into visuals or music. When Xii paints, the system captures her rhythm and converts each brushstroke into frequencies, creating melodies that evolve with her imagination. It's not play, it's co-creation between child and machine. Her education mirrors this digital artistry. She studies under a private team of mentors that include sound engineers, fashion designers, and data scientists, each teaching her how art can exist beyond the physical world. Her favorite subject is algorithmic composition, where she codes beats using AI tools developed by OpenAI's research division. Some later claim she has already composed over 200 digital symphonies, some later used in Grimes' live performances. Despite her young age, Xii's creative output is being archived into what Musk calls the Heritage of Light project, a digital vault designed to preserve her works indefinitely on secure Tesla servers. The storage system itself cost nearly $500,000 to build and uses blockchain authentication to ensure that every creation remains traceable, timeless, and uniquely hers. Her daily life balances futuristic luxury with grounded routine. She wakes up to light patterns generated by solar mirrors and begins each morning with meditation alongside an AI companion that measures her mood through voice tone. Even her wardrobe carries purpose, dresses embedded with responsive nanofibers that shift color based on the music she creates. While her brother is being prepared to engineer the future, Xii is learning to humanize it. Her art, powered by technology yet guided by instinct, proves that innovation isn't only about machines and algorithms. It's also about emotion, beauty and imagination, the silent code that keeps the future alive. Techno Mechanicus, the mind for machines. While his siblings live among music, rockets and art, Techno Mechanicus, Musk, known as Tao, exists in near silence. His world isn't filled with noise or color, it's made of numbers, light, and logic. At just 5 years old, Tao is being raised inside an experimental learning chamber called the AI Dome, a spherical structure worth nearly $5 million, built specifically for one purpose: to nurture a mind engineered for the future. The dome itself feels like something out of a sci-fi film. Its walls are curved 360-degree displays that transform into whatever Tao is studying: atomic models, data flows, or fractal equations expanding endlessly around him. When he moves his hands, the projections respond instantly, allowing him to touch quantum mechanics and visualize code like a sculptor molding clay. A cluster of AI teaching assistants, each valued at over $80,000, floats through the space, soft-voiced machines designed to answer questions, solve equations, and adjust lessons in real time. Bao's education focuses on precision. He studies applied mathematics, probability systems and ethical coding, a subject Elon Musk personally requested after concerns about unchecked AI development. His favorite project is a neural ethics simulation where he teaches an AI to make moral decisions during emergency scenarios. These aren't games, they're simplified versions of Neuralink's behavioral AI algorithms, scaled down for a child genius. His daily schedule runs with mechanical consistency: cognitive training in the morning, data modeling in the afternoon, and algorithmic puzzles before bed. Meals are monitored for brain performance optimization. His diet includes lab-grown protein blends developed by a Tesla-funded nutrition startup. Even playtime has purpose. His toys are modular robots that assemble into functional drones capable of basic navigation and voice recognition. Each set costs around $40,000, yet their real value lies in what they teach: adaptability, sequencing, and balance. Unlike his siblings, Tao rarely appears in public. His environment is quiet, carefully controlled, and nearly invisible to outsiders. Musk reportedly calls him the mind of tomorrow, believing Tao's ability to blend human empathy with computational logic could define the next era of artificial intelligence. Watching him sit alone in the glowing dome, surrounded by equations instead of applause, it's clear he's not being raised to live in the world we know. He's being prepared to design the one that comes next. The Neuralink twins, Strider and Azure. Among Elon Musk's children, Strider and Xii Musk, the Neuralink twins, live the closest to their father's most ambitious dream: merging the human mind with artificial intelligence. Their world doesn't resemble a nursery, but a neuroscience laboratory, filled with devices that blur the line between play and experiment. Inside a facility adjacent to Neuralink's San Francisco headquarters, the twins grow up in an environment engineered for cognitive evolution. Every object they touch, every sound they hear, is part of an experiment worth millions. Their daily training unfolds within a space called the Cognitive Integration Chamber, a circular room covered in translucent glass panels pulsing with faint blue light. Each wall hides sensors designed to monitor their neural activity, recording every emotional fluctuation and decision impulse in real time. The chamber's centerpiece, a pair of MindLink simulation pods valued at $1.8 million, allows them to collaborate on tasks using brainwave signals instead of spoken words. When one child imagines stacking blocks, the other sees the movement through neural feedback displayed on interactive holograms. It's teamwork conducted entirely through thought. To outsiders, it might look like play, but behind the scenes, these exercises provide Neuralink's engineers with priceless data about child neuroplasticity and the development of cooperative cognition. The twins' toys are not plastic, they are biofeedback instruments covered in soft polymer embedded with miniature EEG sensors. Each set costs over $60,000, capable of measuring focus, stress, and memory retention. Even their bedtime routine doubles as research. An AI companion records their dreams through brainwave patterns, training predictive models for emotional AI systems. Their learning structure is designed around dual processing. Strider specializes in visual and spatial logic, often directing tasks through virtual puzzles projected on the walls, while Xii excels in auditory memory, processing instructions through rhythmic patterns. Together, they create a synchronized rhythm of thought that mimics how two neural networks communicate within one system. Elon Musk often refers to them privately as the living interface, proof that communication doesn't always require words or devices. In them lies a glimpse of humanity's next stage, where understanding might one day be instant, silent, and limitless. Watching the twins link minds under the blue glow of Neuralink's chamber, one can't help but wonder, are they playing, or are they rehearsing the future of human connection? The invisible fortress, Musk-level security. Security for the Musk family operates on a level that blurs the line between protection and technological exhibition. Each residence, owned by Elon Musk, is fortified like a hybrid between a data center and a private fortress, integrating security systems worth more than $20 million per estate. At the heart of this invisible defense lies AI-driven surveillance, built by engineers from Tesla and SpaceX, programs originally designed for spacecraft safety but reimagined for domestic use. The cameras aren't the usual black domes seen in ordinary mansions. They are thermal spectrum drones capable of patrolling perimeters autonomously for up to 48 hours without human assistance. Every drone carries encrypted transmission modules linked directly to Tesla's satellite network, ensuring constant surveillance even in communication blackouts. When unauthorized movement is detected, a parallel alert is sent simultaneously to both a private control hub in Austin and a backup station located inside a SpaceX facility in Hawthorne, California. Each Musk residence is also sealed by Tesla armor glass, a transparent material resistant to high-caliber impacts and extreme temperatures. The same composite used on Cybertrucks now forms the outer layer of their walls, reinforced by titanium framing. Installation costs for a single property exceeded $3.2 million, effectively making every window an unbreakable shield. Entrances are secured with biometric locks requiring dual verification, a retinal scan, and a subdermal chip worn by approved family members and staff. When the children travel, protection escalates into full-scale coordination. Xii A-12's armored Tesla Model X, modified to government-grade specifications, costs around $450,000, featuring run-flat tires, EMP resistance, and an internal air filtration system capable of sustaining passengers for over 6 hours. A minimum of 4 close protection agents accompany each outing, synchronized through augmented reality visors that display live biometric readings of the child's immediate surroundings. At night, AI algorithms trained on anomaly detection analyze movement, sound, and even temperature changes throughout the properties. The system learns daily routines, predicting deviations before they occur, and can automatically seal panic rooms in under 8 seconds. To outsiders, the houses look serene, minimal, glassy, and modern, but behind that stillness exists an infrastructure more sophisticated than most national embassies. In Elon Musk's world, security isn't just a precaution, it's an engineering statement, proof that even safety can be reinvented through innovation and precision. Vivian Jenner Wilson, the estranged heiress. Among all of Elon Musk's children, Vivian Jenner Wilson, formerly known as Xavier Musk, lives the furthest from her father's orbit. Her story unfolds not in the glare of launch pads or tech conferences, but in quiet defiance. In 2022, at just 18, she legally changed her name and severed ties with Elon Musk, stating that she no longer wished to be associated with him in any way. That decision, made under global scrutiny, became a rare moment when a member of the Musk family rejected not only a surname, but an empire valued in the hundreds of billions of dollars. Today, Vivian leads a life that contrasts sharply with the futuristic world her younger siblings inhabit. While they grow up surrounded by robots and private tutors, Vivian studies social sciences at a small liberal arts college in California, paying her own tuition through a combination of scholarships and part-time work. She lives in a modest apartment, barely 1,200 square feet, a far cry from the multi-million-dollar Musk estates, fortified with AI surveillance. Her transportation isn't a custom Tesla, but a used hybrid valued at under $25,000, a deliberate choice symbolizing distance from the brand her father built. Despite her determination to live privately, she remains a reluctant symbol of identity and independence in the digital age. Media outlets, hungry for contrast, often frame her as the anti-Musk, a human counterweight to the family's obsession with algorithms and artificial intelligence. Her professors describe her as articulate, introspective, and deeply analytical about technology's role in shaping personal identity. Ironically, she writes essays dissecting the psychological effects of automation, the same forces that fund her father's trillion-dollar empire. Sources close to the family suggest that communication between Elon and Vivian has been non-existent since her transition. Still, her existence represents something he often fails to engineer: emotional unpredictability. In a family built on control, data, and innovation, she embodies the variable that cannot be coded. Vivian's story adds a shadow to the shining image of the Musk dynasty. It's a reminder that even in a world of infinite resources, the hardest equation to solve is the one between genius and empathy, and that sometimes the most radical act in a billionaire family is simply walking away. The independent Musk generation. While much of the world watches Elon Musk build rockets and AI systems, his older twin sons, Griffin and Kai Musk, have quietly begun building something different, lives that exist outside their father's gravitational pull. Now in their early 20s, the twins are shaping their own identities as entrepreneurs in Austin, Texas, a city that doubles as both a hub for Tesla innovation and a proving ground for their independence. Unlike their younger siblings who live within layers of security and futuristic luxury, Griffin and Kai have chosen simplicity, by billionaire standards at least. Each brother manages an independent investment fund worth $50 million, partially allocated by Elon but left under their full control. Instead of chasing crypto or social media trends, the twins have focused their resources on sustainable technology. Griffin leads a startup developing modular solar grids designed for off-grid rural communities, while Kai has invested in battery recycling technologies that aim to reduce the environmental footprint of electric vehicles. Their operations run out of a modest workspace on the outskirts of Austin, a converted warehouse filled with 3D printers, prototypes, and a few second-hand Teslas repurposed for testing. Despite their resources, both brothers live remarkably restrained lives. They rent neighboring condos near Lake Austin, each under 2,000 square feet, preferring privacy over opulence. Their cars, predictably, are Model S Plaid editions, customized with solar-powered charging stations they designed themselves. According to insiders, their combined monthly expenditure rarely exceeds $40,000, a fraction of what it costs to maintain even one of Elon's private jets. Still, their independence doesn't mean estrangement. They remain in contact with their father, but reject his direct influence on business decisions. Elon reportedly offered to merge one of their projects into Tesla Energy, an idea both declined, insisting on proving their ventures could stand alone. "We'd rather collaborate than inherit," Griffin once told a friend. Their quiet determination paints a new picture of the Musk lineage, heirs who seek validation through creation, not wealth. In a dynasty defined by extraordinary ambition, the twins may be writing its most grounded chapter yet. What do you think? Can the next generation of Musks succeed without standing in Elon's shadow? Share your thoughts below. From billion-dollar rockets to AI-powered toys, Xii A-12 Musk's world shows what it means to be born into the future. His life isn't just surrounded by wealth, it's designed by innovation, where education, security, and play all merge into a trillionaire's ecosystem. If this glimpse inside the trillionaire life of Xii A-12 Musk amazed you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share to support Billionaire Story. And stay tuned, because in part 2, we'll uncover how Elon is preparing his children to inherit not just his fortune, but his entire technological empire.